Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad bin ZULBAHRI, AA200184. So today I will present about introduction of arithmetic and geometric sequence. There's two simple sequence to work with the arithmetic and geometric sequence. An arithmetic sequence goes from one term to the next by always adding or subtracting the same value. For instance, 2, 5, 8, 11, and 14 is arithmetic because we know that a2 plus a1 is equal 3. 7, 3, -1, and -5 is arithmetic because each step subtract 4. The number added or subtracted at each stage of an arithmetic sequence is called the common difference D, because if you subtract successive terms, you will always get this common value. So the formula for the arithmetic sequence is an is equal to a1 plus in the bracket n minus 1 close the bracket and times by d. So the geometric sequence. A geometric sequence goes from one term to the next by always multiplying or dividing by the same value. So 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 is geometry because each step multiplies by 2. And 81, 27, 9, 3, 1, 1 over 3 is geometric because each step divided by 3. The number multiplied or divided at each stage of a geometric sequence is called the common ratio R, because if you divide, that is, if you find the ratio of successive terms, you will always get this common value. So the formula is Sn is equal to n over 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 close the bracket and multiply by d. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luqmanul Hakim bin Ariffin. My number metric is AA02000984 and I'm from Group 3 Section 2. Now I will present about problem background. Our group has got one question for part A. And the question for part A is: a car rental company in Muar charge a base rate to rent a Toyota car plus an additional fee based on how many kilometers the renter drive the car. The chart below represents the total cost to rent the car. Okay, the question is how much the renter has to pay if the renter drive the car for 199 kilometers. The question for the part B. Question 2. After the retirement, Ali invests his money via ASB financing. The chart below shows the detail how much money Ali have at the beginning of each year. If this growth continue, how much money that Ali have at the beginning of year 11? That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Mohamad Abdullah. Today I will talk about Philo table arithmetic series question 1. Problem format is a car rental company in Mod charge a base rate to rent a Toyota car plus an additional fee based on how many kilometers the renter drives the car. The chart below represents the total cost to rent the car. How much the renter has to pay if the renter drives the car for 199 kilometers. Effect. A car rental company in Muar charge may change based on kilometers the rental car. The renter drive the car for 199 kilometers. The idea is first 60 kilometer rate is 10 ringgit. Each kilometer rate will be 0.50. The rental drive for 60 kilometers and another 135 kilometers. Learning issue is how much budget that we need. What are the fees for a rental car? Resources needed for me is I get from the internet, from my experience, calculation, stock and advertisement. For geometric series question 1, the problem is after the retirement, Ali invests his money via ASB financing. The chart below shows the detail how much money Ali have at the beginning of each year. If the growth continue, how much money that Ali have at the beginning of year 11. The fact is Ali has retirement. Ali invests his money via ASB financing. Every year the investment amount will times with 1.5. Investment amount in ASB finance, the idea is investment in ASB financing will grow times 1.5. Ali has invest 50,000 for the first year. The investment amount will grow each year. How much the learning issue is how much money that he can collect for the incoming years. What is the advantage and if invest with ASB financing? Resources needed is from the internet banks, calculation and
My
advertisement.
name is Shafiqa Binti Roshanizam, the numeric AA 2002-91. So, solution of Algebra. For part 1, question 1, we use this formula which is AN equal to A plus N minus 1B. So, AN is the n term in sequence, and A is the first term in sequence, and D is the common difference between terms. So for part B, question 2, we use this formula which is Tn equal to AR power of n minus 1, which is Tn is the general term, and n is position of the term, and A is the first term, and R is the common ratio.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainin Sofiya Binti Johari. I'm from section 2, group 3. My matrix card number is AA 2031. I'm going to present result and discussion. First, part A, question 1. For the first 60 km, the cost of the car rental is 10 ringgit. For the additional 1 km following then, the cost increased by 50 cents. To know the cost that renter had to pay if the distance he drove is 199 km, use this following question, which is arithmetic series formula. AN equal A plus bracket N minus 1 bracket D. Replace A with 179, A with 10, N with 139, D with 0.3. And the value obtained is 79 ringgit. The reason we use this equation is because of the difference between one term and the next term is constant. Next is part B, question 2. In the first year, Ali invests 50,000 ringgit, then 75,000 ringgit, 112,500 ringgit, and 168,750 ringgit in second, third and fourth year respectively. To know the investment value for the 11th year, use the following equation, which is geometry series formula. Tn equal AR power of n minus 1. Replace A with 15,000, R with 1.5 and N with 11. Value of R is by subtracting n minus 1 and n more than 1. The 11-year investment amount is 2,883,251 ringgit and 95 cents. 75,000 ringgit is just a multiply of 50,000 ringgit with 1.5 vice versa with 112,500 ringgit from when 75,000 ringgit multiply 1.5. In geometric series, each term is found by multiply the previous term by a constant. That's all about result and equate and discussion. Thank you.